Alright, so today's video is going to be a quicker horror story because I want to get more of these out instead of just sitting on these topics for weeks on end and then twiddling my thumbs wondering why there's no content on the channel. Roll the intro. This video is sponsored by the coldest water. During the lockdown, it was difficult for me to get my proper daily water intake, but with the coldest 32-ounce sports bottle, it's really helped me to get my health back on track. Drinking more water is something that's always been a struggle for me, but honestly not anymore thanks to this bottle. I can fill it up with ice at the beginning of my work shift, and it's still full of ice when I clock out for the day. If I wanted to spice things up a bit, I could even keep my drink cold for up to 36 hours, which is way past the amount of time I'm usually working. Not to mention, it also keeps your drinks hot for up to 12 hours as well, so it's a win-win situation for all you coffee drinkers out there. I even bring the bottle with me when I go to the gym, so it's nice to have after a good cardio workout. It's really convenient, and it really helps for gas mask wearing nerds like yours truly. Links are in the description if you want to check them out yourself, and if you want to get a similar bottle, this is the coldest 32-ounce sports bottle. Can I put this on your insert store name here credit card? I'm sure you've heard this quote numerous times in a lot of different places, but for those who haven't worked in the retail field, it's difficult to see the other side of the counter when it comes to these obnoxious and honestly the constant pestering about signing up for that specific store's credit card. You see, when you work at a retail store that pushes credit, the individual store itself has a quota to make for the region in order to be considered one of the higher performing stores in the area when it comes to credit. The thing is, though, not many people these days really want to sign up for a credit card because of either financial issues or really it just doesn't offer you much more to begin with. For example, at my second job you get 35% off your purchase, including name brands, if you sign up for one the very first time. But what they don't tell you is that 90% of the time you get a coupon that nearly matches that percentage off, and most things in the store are on sale anyway. We have a 30% off coupon at my store right now, and that's everything except for a few name brands. So really, if you're just buying your regular everyday stuff, you're not really getting that much more when signing up for the card. The ugly truth is that when retail workers are repeatedly asking if you want to sign up for one, or to use an existing one, we're not doing it because we want to annoy you. It's because management tells us that it's non-negotiable and we have to ask every single customer every single time. It honestly compromises a sense of my moral code because I have to upsell and essentially twist the truth in order to get people to sign up for the credit. The thing is, we don't really have much of an incentive as an employee to sell these things other than threats from management. At my store, you get $2 more in your check for every credit that you sell. When I worked at Lowe's, it was like $10 for every credit. Most places that I've worked at did this one way or another. At Lowe's, it was credit cards and surveys. At Walmart, it was surveys, and then in the past, it was credit cards. To be honest, when I was working at Lowe's, I didn't ask about credit or surveys unless management or one of my supervisors was watching me. Also, the customers weren't even allowed to be honest on the surveys either. I was repeatedly told that anything less than an 8 is a penalty for the store, being 1 through 10, and that we have to encourage customers to give us a 9 or a 10. I didn't like lying to the customer or twisting the truth. Am I a bad salesman? Probably, but I value telling the truth rather than lying about it and putting them either in financial trouble or having them make me look good on a survey. I want to be complimented honestly. I don't want somebody to just write something down and lie about their experience. The truth is, the reason why these businesses push these so hard is because when a customer uses an in-store credit card instead of something like MasterCard or Visa, the business doesn't have to pay any tax to the credit card companies for using their cards, so they get 100% of the revenue from every purchase. However, we as employees only get $2 per card sign up, and if we reach like 400 or 500 of them, we get like $300 on our check or something. There's really not much incentive as an employee for me to do this. The biggest issue I have with this kind of selling is that corporate and management wants you to get to know the customer as a person and treat them as a human being with kindness and understanding, but then they turn around and have us robotically read off a script to try to sell them our store credit card. So which is it? Are we supposed to treat customers like human beings with kindness and understanding? Or are we supposed to treat them like a statistic to put on our sales sheet? This is precisely why I ended up leaving Bed Bath & Beyond. While my current job is more relaxed and doesn't outright punish me for not making the daily quota, which by the way is usually around 18 or so cards for the whole store, back at Bed Bath & Beyond, they would circle your name with a passive-aggressive note, and I've heard stories of people losing hours and getting fired for not making that quota. That's my biggest critique of the system, is that instead of it being an optional extra thing, it's a requirement that benefits the store and corporate, but not you as an employee. They literally had it taped onto the register at Walmart saying surveys in all caps. It's also on the top of the screen at my current job on the register, which, by the way, also has me go through 3 different screens asking for donations, signing up for a card, using rewards points, you name it. Every possible nickel and dime in the retail playbook. I enjoy my second job, but that doesn't stop me from criticizing it and pointing out the obvious issues with it. All in all, just remember that next time someone behind a register asks you to sign up for a card. It's not personal, they're not trying to annoy you, it's just that management is threatening to either cut their hours or worse. So that's all I've got to say about it, so see you guys next time.